It won't be long until voters head to the polls for primary election day. And for Zach Vance, a lifelong Republican, that means spending every moment he can before then to get his name out there.
I am so much different than every person running for lieutenant governor.
In fact, he's much different than any Republican on the ballot. He's a self-proclaimed center-right candidate. He supports safeguarding the Second Amendment and believes in personal freedom and responsibility. But where he stands out is for being pro-choice, pro-marijuana, pro-LGBT rights, and for protecting Texas dreamer immigrants. And what's more, he's convinced there are enough Republicans in Texas who believe in the same things.
Most people, when I talk to them, we're on the same page. They just think there's so much division in politics. We're not working on the real issues that really matter to people.
Zach's journey into politics was an unusual one. A medically retired Marine who grew up in Texas, he was one of dozens of veterans who testified at the state capitol in 2019 in favor of legalizing cannabis for medical use. Frustrated by the bureaucratic process, he began mulling a move into the world of politics.
One issue got me involved in politics, but then I learned so much more about how bad Texas is and how many things really need to change. And they're not going to change until somebody steps up and makes that change.
Zach knows unseating Dan Patrick, the incumbent with millions of dollars to spend, is a tall order. So the groundwork to make up for the fundraising gap has been extensive. Door knocking, sending emails, and traveling to Republican forums across the state to introduce himself to voters.
Since Dan Patrick's gotten in office, things have not gotten better. Things in Texas have slowly gotten worse.
He has a laundry list of things he wants to do if elected: increase pay for teachers, reform the foster care system, roll out tight regulations for out-of-state homebuyers, and he believes these are ideas most Texans can get behind, if enough of them listen.
The hardest thing for me to overcome in this election is getting the center people that don't pay attention to politics to go to the polls.
And not just for Republicans. Zach says if enough center Democrats and independents cast a ballot in the Republican race, he might have a shot.
I need Democrats. I need people that are independent voters who care enough to say, I want Dan Patrick gone, I want Greg Abbott gone, and are willing to cast a vote in the Republican primary. That is the only way.
The primary is weeks away. And even though the odds may be stacked against him, Zach believes this race is far from over.